How y'all doing this afternoon?
Peace, Juan. How everybody doing?
Yeah, doing all right. We just kind of just back at it, just going over some things. And like I said, today I was going to more kind of just see where people in the chat are at with it. If there's any specialty things they wanted to kind of go over or look at off of the information that's been given these last couple days. Anything that has to do with any chart and any of these platforms that we've been going over, setting up a charts or just anything. So these are those time periods for folks to get those
The bond.
questions in. What did you say?
I was saying the views with the bonds have been really helpful to correlate with the crypto. The
Oh
way we look
yeah.
at trading, so that's been really helpful, and I'm actually looking forward to the challenge. So I'm in the process of setting up the simulation so I can be ready to go on Monday.
Oh, okay. And then which simulation, which one are you setting up? The simulation on hold on one second. The G trade simulation or setting up the one up trader?
I think it was you said the one up trader. The
Yeah.
one you showed us, yes, the one you showed us earlier today.
Okay, because I showed two. I showed the let me see here, let me show you. I showed the G trade. Let me see here. And I needed to see if they fixed this G trade trader yet, so that we can use practice mode. Was it this platform?
Yeah, I was looking at G Trade, and I think the other night during the 8 o'clock class, we was looking at something a different.
This one? Oh, not this. It might have possibly been this. Was it this platform?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
Okay, yeah. This is the one right here where reason why I called it $150 challenge is because you're able to get you're able to pay $150 for the 50K account, a $50,000 account on the month, and then that just that'll allow you to practice, and it'll allow us to be able to work towards beating the evaluation. So yeah,
It,
and this one right here, I need to see if they fixed the bug. They had a glitch or something going on that was not allowing us to do practice mode. So let me refresh and see if they have fixed that yet, because I really can't wait for us to start being able to, utilize this platform with our charting, in real time, so that we can see what's going on and see.
I'm also going to get a different laptop because the one I was using, even when I was with Bully, it's limited to what I can do. And just looking at how you and Slice use different platforms, I definitely have to upgrade my laptop.
Yeah, because I had somebody earlier in the thing asking about if they could do some of these platforms from a tablet, and this platform right here, I'm sure you can do from a tablet, but that Ninja Trader and things of that nature, you really you need a laptop, and then it works better with like Windows versus Mac. So I know some people just go to the pawn shop and get them with just a little computer to work on that they could just use for trading and those type of applications, and they're not worried about a whole bunch of other stuff, so they save some money.
Yeah, I had a Mac, but I found the Mac more difficult to work on, so I'm looking into an HP.
Yep, that's what I
You know, I
have.
tell you, I was just with my homie yesterday. I watched him buy a brand new HP for about $200, and he took it apart and just switched out the RAM. And that ain't something you got necessarily do, but you can get one for like $200, and then you can pay somebody to upgrade the RAM and the space in there. to like 16 gigabytes and possibly like a terabyte or two of space. Now you got you a supercomputer that'll be, you know, good for whatever.
Exactly. So I'm definitely on that right now, and I did find somebody who works on computers, so I plan to do that once I find the HP that I'm looking.
Yeah, because the price you'll spend on on an HP that's like souped all the way up, I mean, you know, it's not the path of least resistance, but it definitely is more cost efficient, and it's gonna perform the same exact way.
And I have a like.
You going out?
Do you use more than one monitor when you guys are doing a trading view? Look at several screens, or do you just use primarily one laptop?
Me personally,
yeah. I just use one, but you can always it's always possible to do that. That's my workflow, just one. But I know if I had like extra monitors, it would help me to have, you know, more than one chart up on multiple screens.
Yeah. And then what I'm going to be doing now that I'm getting deeper off into, you know, my trading and everything of that nature. On Amazon, they have these multiple screens that you can connect to your computer. So it's like an adapter, and it has it attaches to the back of your computer, and it gives you a monitor on both sides. And I've been meaning to get that, but I just been lackadaisical. But that's what I'm gonna be getting, because honestly, the more screens, the more better, you know. So like I said, before the end of the year, once I'm just kind of like really honed in and full time trading with all the different platforms and doing all this stuff, I'm going to have me a little area set up where I have multiple screens where I could look at different things and, you know, just give, you know, not have to switch through screens. It just makes it a lot, it just makes your trading on another level. That's all, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think I think with the laptop, work my way to get the extra essentials that I need for trading later.
Yes.
You know, but just the main thing right now is a compatible laptop that's going to perform the way I need it to perform.
Yep, that's all that's needed. That's all we need right now. Everything else we can come back and get on Black Friday. So, yeah, but let me see if I could pull this up. Monitor. Let's try this. Yeah, I just was pulling up this real quick to see if it pulled up that one that I was. Oh, here we go, right here. Not okay, right here. Something like this. This is what I need to get right here. So this is what I was gonna get, something like this. That way we double screened up from the laptop and can kind of just, you know, have multiple and switch through screens and have multiple screens. So this is going to be my cost effective setup right here versus our, you know, so you can be on the go and stuff like that. You could pull up anywhere. Cause like I said here, after a while, for the end of the year, we'll be moving on the road traveling while we trade. And that's just what it is. See, a lot of the people in some of the groups that I've just recently been a part of over these last few months, within 6 months, a lot of the folks have, they're traveling trading now. You know, a lot of them have quit their job. You know, they're just able to move a certain type of way now. And they just have little small setups like this. And that's all they need, you know. So this right here will be something good down the line for those looking for something to help them out. So, yeah, we got that. Let's see here. All right, let me get this started. And then beautiful black skin, have you been doing any you said you haven't done any trading just yet. You haven't messed with any of the platforms just yet. Just been doing some TA.
I've been doing a lot of TA, but I have been on some of the platforms because I have some crypto, but not a lot. So, you know, I'm still practicing there, but I didn't want to invest all of the TA, you know.
Yeah.
So I do have some investment like Aave. So I really just been pinpointing like that and just focusing on what it looks like, what the charts are telling me,
exactly,
so that I can apply that to the bond and just kind of go back and forth.
Yes, yeah. And that's the good thing about the TNA is you're able to use it across crypto, the bonds. You see how we pulled it up earlier with the guy who was doing the forex, and it even matched across the board with what he had going on as well. So the
but honestly, I have to get the DeFi down pack. I know Bully and you and Slice, y'all have really gave us like a plethora of information. So like the person was saying earlier, so much knowledge. You know, some of the stuff is still right there that you guys have went over, but you have to be consistent and redundant and keep repeating these processes so you can get it down pat.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So it's a lot.
Yeah, it is, and that's why I said even with the DeFi stuff from the InstaDapps and all that stuff like that, these are the things that we're moving towards. So we don't have a problem, you know, talking about this type of stuff. It's the stuff like how do I set up my wallet? You know what I'm saying? How do I swap a coin or something? It's like those are the things that, you know, people are like, all right, we ain't about to keep, you know what I'm saying, going over that. But all this other stuff,
Understood.
Yeah, we're gonna embed
and I got
it.
That. My wallet set up, and the basics are in place. So that's why I just been kind of absorbing the knowledge, because I want to be fluent when I'm speaking on the charts, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I feel you. Yeah, we want, and that's why I've been like in the cuts myself. So I'm just getting my knowledge up. You know, knowledge is power. So we all just kind of getting our knowledge. You know, just getting that knowledge up a certain way. So let me see if this looks like this mug. Is it working? Let me see if it lets me put in a long. I know it wouldn't let me put in a short earlier. Let me see if this thing is working where we might be able to start putting us some trades in. So let's see. Dang, nope. Still ain't working. Damn, that makes me mad. I'm like, shit, we trying to use the platform. We ready to use it. I know they coming out with a different version. They have a 6.2 or something like that, 2.6 or something version. It's supposed to be coming out maybe, it said this week. So maybe that's
what you talking about?
On G Trade right now, it's still not letting us do practice mode.
What about on the AVEX side?
On the AVEX side of what?
Because you can do G Trade on the AVEX blockchain too.
Yeah, but even if we go to that blockchain, I'm thinking it's the platform, it's the G Trade itself, not not what network it's on. Like I just think it's
okay.
Yeah, it's their site actually. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like this is what's going to be real fun for everybody, is everybody getting to practice their TNA with the leverage and stuff like that, putting in trades and stuff. You know, these are the things that we need so that we can, you know, get to going and stuff like that. So I'm kind of disappointed that this is not working for us today to take a look at. But nevertheless, let me go to the other platform then that I was showing for the $150 to $100,000 challenge that I plan on starting up. So we're gonna go to.
Also, everybody's been taken to that 721. So even if you show that, that'll be great for the night too.
What, that 3721?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on and pull that up and show that. I just wanted to just show them this platform and the prices so they can see in case they wanted to jump in as well.
Oh, you talking about the GSX or GNX or whatever?
No, this right here, I was pulling up the bonds market or the bonds future, like so.
Oh, the bonds.
Yeah,
okay.
so this platform is the one up. This the one up trader. Okay.
I'm gonna say I was cool too. So Wine is gonna be going through this whole process pretty much in real time over these next few weeks. So for everybody wondering, you know, how it works and is it legit and all that, it's definitely legit for a fact. But just being able to see how Wine, seeing his journey through the process, it'll basically show y'all, the do's and the don'ts of those accounts. Just how to properly monitor it.
So these are the prices right here. I know I was telling you all earlier about, the 25K account, the 50K account, 100K account. All of this is how many contracts you could play. So you can pay $300 for the month and do a $300 eval, which allows you to trade for the whole month and practice and stuff. And you can do up to 12 contracts. And after you beat your evaluation, then you're able to go up to a max of 12 contracts that you could trade with, which is like $375 per tick. That's a lot of money and stuff. So how they kind of get you is they put these higher amounts when really you don't even need all of this. That's why I said how to take 150 to 100,000, because this 50K account right here, for $150 for the month, 6 contracts, that's a great number of contracts. Again, that's $186 per tick if you want to play 6 contracts. So like I said, that's $750 in 4 movements. So that's a lot, So this right here is cool right here. So this is the plan that I'm going to be starting with for this challenge. And I'm just showing you all this online just in case you all would like to join in and kind of go through practicing and possibly even go through eval at the same time, and even if you're even if you were to start in September, say you didn't have the 159, you want to start in September, you can still, go through your eval process, with me, with the group, what I'm saying, with us and stuff, because we'll be on here in the evening. So you'll be able to pull up your charts. The only thing is sometime in the afternoon, like 8 and stuff, sometimes the charts are moving slower. The market just opened back up at 6 o'clock. The market is closed from 4:15 to 6 p.m., 4:15 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. And I learned a valuable lesson. I've learned a lot of valuable lessons, but one of the lessons I learned was I blew an eval account that I had already passed. I had already passed the eval count. I was just waiting for my 15 days to get up, but I still was trading, not looking at the time period, just, and I was in my main account. And I accidentally closed out of a trade at 4:15 and 30 seconds. And it made them have to disqualify me because I traded after hours. So that's one of the things y'all want to make sure if y'all do get this platform after 4:15 to 6 o'clock, do not trade. Yeah.
You do not want to get fired on your day off.
Yeah, man. And I mean, I had already beat all this stuff, and I'm like, damn, you feel me? Like I got to go through 15 days again, because the thing is, this stuff is not hard to beat. It's just waiting for your 15 days. Just feel like they going so slow. It's like watching paint dry. And they have a couple other platforms like this, but the problem with them is they only pay out once a month. This platform right here pays out every single day. So it's like once you have like 2,500 in your account, now to take out money, you have to have 1,000 over that. So you would have to have 3,500 to take out 1,000. But the easiest thing to do is just run your account up, run your account up to like 7,000 or something like that, and then just pool money as needed, And like I said, the main thing is, we just watch the greed factor, because that's how I've blown accounts, by just kind of getting a little out of touch with reality. We get to seeing these numbers and we get to see them moving fast and stuff get to, and sometimes we just kind of do a little more risk, put more risk than we need.
Yeah, how you thinking, like, for example, you might go in the market and make you about $1,200, but you didn't actually make $1,200. But you got to look at it like you did and just be disciplined. So, now you didn't make $1,200 you could put in your pocket, but you had to trade to prove that you can do it in order to get to the next step. So it's as if you actually earn that money regardless. The payment is just the exchange of, being able to trade with OPM after a while. That's how you gotta look at it. So if you go in there and make like $400, $500 on the day, shit, you just made $400, $500 a day. Just chill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got more and more days to come.
Yep, you got
all that shit add up.
Yep, you got more days to go. And then another thing is that's so great about the platform, why it really is so easy to beat, is you don't have to pass your evaluation in 15 days. You could take 2 months to pass it. It's just if you roll over into that second month, you got to pay another $150. You know what I'm saying? So if a person just wanted to get $100 a day for 30 days, then they would have beat their account. It just would have took them 30 trading days, a month and a half. You know what I'm saying? But at least you beat it. It's better. I wish I would have did it that way a lot of the times, better than just, keep on trying to. Patience is better. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing about all this stuff. We just want to compound the bread, and compounding comes from consistency, and that's what I like about a lot of the groups and stuff. They, even with options trading and stuff like that, they just do small challenges, 10% a day, 20% a day. Let that compound. You know what I'm saying? You'll be surprised letting certain amounts of money compound over time. You'll be really surprised what that adds up to. I actually have a matter of fact, I'm gonna get it real quick, but we're gonna go over these charts. But I just wanted to let you all know what you can do with compounding real quick. Let me see something. Okay, just as a quick, just so you could see something real quick. So compounding, if you all were to start with $1,000, say you started with $1,000, and you got 10% a day, only 10% of your $1,000 per day, and that's all you trying to get is 10% of that. By the first week, you would have $1,610 off of just compounding 10%. Off of compounding 10% a day, you would have made $610 that week. To give you some context to that, in 4 weeks, that $1,000 would have turned to $6,727. And this is just compounding 10% a day. This is how a lot of people build their options accounts up. They just slowly compound and chill and just compound, and they sit back. That's what I respect about a lot of those traders over there on this platform I was checking out over in Africa. They impoverished in certain type of ways, which allows a lot of them to really be able to focus in. And most of them, the key that I've seen that most of them do is they compound their accounts for like 4 to 6 months first before they even start trying to take off. But by the time they've compounded that long, just to give y'all an idea, 10% every day, compounding in 2 months, that $1,000 would have turned to $45,000. So, and that's just 10% a day compounding. So like I said, we're going to be playing some of these games and stuff. We're just going to make it fun. You know what I'm saying? Make trading fun, make building this generational wealth fun and stuff. So we'll be doing some things where we're having a 10% challenge, or where we're having let's take a small account. Let's trade a small account using leverage, you know what I'm saying? Because this stuff is needed for everybody. Some people don't have $100. Some people got $50 they can get to and that they could spare out of their check to try to see what they could do with that, But if we know how to trade a certain type of way and they have leverage, shit, they could turn $50 into a few hundred and start working their way up from there. So that's just some of the what compounding can do is serious, That's why I said $46,000 in 2 months off of just 10% compounding per day, and that's just on business days. So that's decent. So see here, back up on these charts. Back to these charts. Back to this 3, this 7, and this 21. Has anybody, you all been have you? No one's had problems finding these indicators or setting up their charts or reading these levels and stuff that we're finding, have they? Because these are the time periods to ask questions on. Dang, how y'all doing that with the Fed? Where y'all pulling that down? How y'all checking support? These are the time periods to kind of really ask those type of questions.
Could you go over the levels, Juan? and how to look at the levels, or put the fib on.
Okay, cool. So, and let me see what we got going on here. Okay, so because I don't know how new other people may be to what we're talking about that's on here right now, but what we're going over right now is technical analysis, and we're going off the strategy, the strat using the 21 Savage, and we're also in conjunction with the 21, we're using the Fibonacci to get our levels. So the 3, the 7, and the 21, we're going to notice that anytime you have candlesticks above the 21, it's in the uptrend. For the most part, because even right here, it's not in the, it's in the uptrend for the most part, saying, unless it does pullback. Anytime you have candles below the 21, we're in a downtrend. And the thing about the 21 is the candles love to respect the 21. So if you all see, let me make this a little bigger right here. If you all see, we always get pullbacks. These pullbacks always seem to come to the 21. And see, I'm on a 5-minute chart right now. So if I was to go to the hour chart, if we were looking at the hour chart, where we go?
I don't see your screen, Juan.
Yeah, I'm pulling it. Here we go. Can you see it now?
Not yet.
Hold on. You still can't see my screen? Can anybody else see my screen?
Yeah, you're good on mine.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what's going on my end.
What is it just showing? Is it just showing blurry, or is it just not showing anything at all?
It's just showing your avatar on my screen.
Straight up. All right, hold on. Let me go back to Discord. See what we got. What's going on here?
Nah, it's
showing like it's loading. Like two blue dots just loading. Okay, if I'm the only one having an issue, maybe I have to come out the Discord and come back.
Nah, mine too. That's why I kept leaving and coming back. I didn't know what was going on.
Damn, I wonder why that is, because
I'm gonna close out and try to come back in.
And let me close out the screen myself and come back in. Maybe that may help you all. So let me do that myself. Let me close this out and come back in. Is that better now? Can y'all see it now?
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, cool. So maybe that was probably something on probably was something on my end. Okay, and y'all still could see me, right? See the screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
Cool. Okay, cool. So a lot of the times when we want to look at take a quick look at the larger time frame, which would be the hour. We could look at the day depending on what type of trade we're doing, but the hour is going to go back some few days as well. So it does us some justice also. And like I said, the thing about this 21 is it's always respected. If we can get in off the 21 on these larger time frames like the hour, then we have a better chance of getting bigger moves. And that's what we want. And see, that's the thing I'm getting away from, is the smaller moves with the trade. And I'd rather get in right here with the cross going into an uptrend over the 21. See, get in right here where I can have a tight stop loss and then ride this thing on up. Now, the 21 on the 5 is the 7 on the hour. So this yellow line on the hour is the green line on the 5-minute. So I know a lot of people did not know that, but the 7 on the hour is the 21 on the 5-minute. So sometime if you're on the 5 and you're looking at things and it's looking a little tight and you don't know what's going on, like right here, y'all see this big old, like right here, this is a great example. Right here, we were in a downtrend, but this candle went through the 21 and it went way up, making you think that this could possibly be, well, we see the candles going down, but it could have tricked you out on thinking it was a reversal. But if we went to the 15, the hour, let's see, 11, 22, 7, 13. 713. I don't think that's the right date. Hold on. Damn, I gotta get the screen set together. What is this? This is the 11th to 713, 11th. 713. My fault, y'all. My eyes a little bad right now. Okay, so that was 1730 right here. The 11 o'clock. We got a huge wick up. 11, 730. 1730. Okay, here we go right here. So if you look on the larger time frame for the hour, that wasn't nothing but some pullback to the, that wasn't anything but pullback to the 7. It was just pullback. So, it'll kind of let us know like, oh, that ain't even, you know what I'm saying? That's nothing. That's just some little pullback. That's not a reversal, but sometime on the smaller time frame, you'll be like, dang, what is this doing? That's a big move. Is this switching up on us? And then another thing, even besides looking at the hour, you can come to the 15, because after I look at the hour to kind of see an overview of what's going on with the coins or with the stock, then I just play off the 5 and the 15. The 15 is a great time period to kind of show you what's going on as well. And this is even better on the 15. Here's the example I really wanted to show you. So on the 15, that's why I like the 5 and 15. The 15 just shows you that it just pulled back to the 21. So you would have knew that you was getting in perfectly right here. This is this right here, 713 on 11. On the 11th, that's just pulled back right here to the 21. It respect that 21, and it keeps on coming down. See, the thing that I want everybody to know is we don't have to chase plays. We don't have to chase plays. A lot of times we see things in a downtrend and we're like, dang, we missing out. We missing out. And what'll happen is we'll try to jump in right here, and it'll start going down, and then it'll come in reverse on us, and it'll pull all the way back, and we done jumped in right here. Now we losing money. And now we end up jumping out of our trade when we in a good ass downtrend. But we jumped out our trade early because we tried to jump in while it was in the trend. Instead of jumping in while it's in the trend, we always want to jump in on pullback. It got to breathe. At some point, it has to breathe. I don't care how far down. I don't care if you're going to ETH when it was in its downtrend not too long ago. You still have to have pullback. See, this is a uptrend for ETH right now. But if you notice, it always pulls back. It's going up, a big old pullback right here. This would have been the entry. Some people would have jumped in right here. Like, dang, it's taking off. I'm missing it. I don't want to try to chase it while it's on the go. If I've missed it already coming out the gate, then I need to wait on my pullback, because 9 times out of 10, the pullback is going to bring you close to one of the previous areas. That pullback brought you right back to the entry. So that same play you thought you missed, you ain't missed nothing. You could have got right back in it right here. And even if it don't pull all the way back to the 21 for that super good entry, that's why I made my 21 line green. That's the money line. You know what I'm saying? It's like just like a stoplight. Green, go, yellow, yield, red, stop. Yellow is the yield line. A lot of times it comes to the yellow. Sometimes it don't do that pullback all the way to the green. If you see this right here, it's respecting the 7. I am on the daily right now. I'm gonna put it back on the smaller time frame, but it's respecting this 7. If you're in this trade right here and you see it don't come past this yellow line, you have nothing to be worried about. Even if it do come past, if you see it ain't nowhere close to this green line, you good to go. You in a great trade, especially if you see it's no wicks at the top side. Anytime you're in a downtrend with no wicks at the top side, you're in a very good trend. Anytime you're in a trend to the top side with no wicks at the bottom side, you're in a very good trend. Like I said, some people are good with their technical analysis where they would have played this bounce possibly, and some people would have got in on this second candle depending on this second candle instead of this for sure second candle coming through the 21. But it just depends on, their TNA. They probably would have looked and seen that we came down here already and it rejected, and they would have waited for another good candle and see if they would have did that on this one. It came back and rejected. So me personally, I would have waited to see that full of a big body through that 21 showing a clear sign of reversal. This is where these are the places you want to get in. We want to get in on reversals, where we're showing this candle's cool. It's a little piece of body through it and it's a wick, but this a big body through it. So it's like, all right, that's really showing a reversal. I could see that. That's a big body. I'm going to get in right here. You know what I'm saying? You could put your stop loss right here below support, the last support level. If this is the last support level, this dotted blue line right here, then I'm going to put my stop right up under it. If it stops me out, that's not my play. You know what I'm saying? But look how tight that stop loss is. This stop loss right here is very tight. We could put in 100x leverage. We could put in 100x leverage, only risking 6%, only risking like a very small amount of money. But we got our leverage up to the max because we have such a tight stop loss. And if you all look, when we got in right here, it went up, it came back, but it never came back down towards our stop loss. It came back and retested the 618 because it's within the golden ratio right now. It tested that and then it blew right back up to the upside. My goodness. This move right here was 1356 to 1785. This move right here. And this move was July 27th. This was a 2-day move right here. And see, you all know, y'all look at Ethereum, y'all look at Bitcoin and stuff. Y'all see the coins. Y'all see that we're able to get these type of moves all the time. Right now, Ethereum is at 1886. I don't see it passing 2000, but like I said, as of right now, within these ranges that it's in, you could be playing a breakout going long to the top side, even if you were saying it was going to back up to this 1943. That's a lot of points from 1886, Or if you wanted to, me personally, I would want to wait to get in, wait for it to retrace. And then I would get in off of the pullback. Instead of trying to guess where this is going right here and trying to get in right now, I would wait for this to pull back right here to this 1721, this first fib level, or back here to this 1584, just to kind of see what's going on.
I have a question.
Yes.
It might be a silly question.
Nah, no question is silly. Yeah, no question is silly. Ain't no question is dumb, stupid, or silly. Everything is applied.
During the downtrend, there looks like it's lower lows and higher highs. Is that when you look for the reversal during the uptrend that we're looking at?
Okay, so that's a good point. So during the downtrend, we're going to see lower highs and lower lows. But when we're looking for the reversal, we're going to see the opposite. So like right here, we were in this downtrend. Then we see we hit down here to our bottom was 880. That's the lowest it hit. So after that, we start going higher. And then we went back lower, but this low didn't come below our previous low. Then we went a little higher. We went higher again. Then we came back to a low, but it's still not lower than our previous low. So it's just showing that we in a uptrend motion because it's not going back below our previous lows. You see what I'm saying? Like right here, this high isn't higher than this high, but it's not that far off. $6. You know what I'm saying? That's That's nothing, you know. So it shows that we
So
are in a
because it's
trend.
not lower than the other lows, we can expect for it to go on to the uptrend. It'll go
Yes,
up.
yup, that we're headed for a reversal in the trend, and that's how you can tell. That's how you'll be able to tell the reversal of a trend. Like I said, a downtrend is going to be lower highs and lower lows. Uptrend is going to be higher highs and higher lows. So that's how we could tell. You see how now the low right there is 1,000, and the next low is 1356, and then we gotta wait. And then the next low right here pullback was like 1558. You know, so when it's not a support level, but it's still a pullback level, so it's still a low. They didn't chart it as a support or resistance level, but this still is a pullback. So this is a low right here as well, which is a higher low. So we tell that we're in this uptrend right now. So that's how we could tell an uptrend from a
Okay,
downtrend.
thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's get back. So like I said, this is that higher time frame that I want to get used to looking at. I'm going to be making my regular plays that may pop off in 1 or 2 days, but I do want to be looking for here on out for those big long scalp plays that are set up when we see our conditions are right. So like I said, we want to get in on reversals, and we want to get in off of our EMAs stacked up, and we love when they're stacked up on top of each other, because when they're stacked up on top of each other, that means that they have to break out in one of the two directions. And it's actually three ways to kind of trade that. We're also able to trade our open range, which will be like right here, a box. You know, it's like taking this what is that? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So like right here, this box right here, this would be considered an open range right here. So if you're trading right in between this level right here, and it's stuck in that level, it hasn't broke out yet. So we would have a line at the top, we would have a line at the bottom. And then whichever one it breaks out of and gives us a strong candle out of that, it's breaking out of that, that's the direction we're going in, because it's been consolidating so long that once it breaks out of consolidation, when it goes, it goes. So we're looking for these setups like this right here as well, consolidation setups that we can get ready for a big move to the top side or the bottom side. But like I said, I love these moves right here as well. We're looking for reversals. This was in a downtrend, and then this kind of started reversing. We waiting for that one strong body, a good strong body, to come through that 21 to give us clear confirmation that we have reversed. Then this is where we get in at. We putting our stop loss back here. We got a tight stop loss. We always have a very tight stop loss. So that means we're able to, with us trading like this, we're able to use leverage. We can afford to use the leverage because we're getting in good entries. We're not trying to get in right here and then it pulls back down or any of that type of stuff. You know, we're getting in the good entries. So long as we're having good tight entries, then we're clear to go. If y'all notice, after all of these good entries, y'all notice it's always a pathway after it. After all these good entries, it's always a clear path. Again, you may thought you missed out right here, but then it pulled back to the 21. So we always just want to kind of we just want to get used to respecting the 21 and respecting the fib levels that we see, because the fib levels and the 21, y'all see that everything, it goes together, everything lines up. It's mathematics, you know. It's a math equation. So when you want to see what the possible reversal is going to be, this is when you put your fib levels from bottom side to your most recent high. So you could take your low to your most recent high, and then that will show points that we could possibly pull back. Matter of fact, let me see something. Let me take this and put this here. There we go. Right there. So this will show signs of reversal right here. And if y'all see, we got this 1721, which is also, you see that's lined up with the 7. So this is the mathematics of all of this stuff is you'll be able to tell when your charting is on point because stuff will line up. You see, this is the 23, the 236 is lined up with our 7. The 382 is exactly lined up with our 21. So what a coinky dink. It pulls back to the 21, which is exactly our 382, and it bounces off of that. You see how right here we had it took off to the top side, boom. Then it came back for pullback. Its pullback came right back to support level, which also was the 618. So the reason why I'm showing you all this is so that you all can get used to trusting the fib, trusting your TNA once you charting stuff and your eyes not lying to you. Your eyes are showing you, dang, my entry is lined right up with the 618 and the support, man. Let me load up. This is a good entry right here. You know, and you running it up to the top side. Now, if this was options play and somebody got in right here, what most people would do, since their stop loss is right here, when it pulls back to the 21, they add more contracts. They add more contracts and then they take it right back on up. Take it right on back up to the top side, you know. So this 3, 7, and 21 is crucial. It is it's a game changer right now. It's slowly been a game changer for me. I wish I knew this or somebody showed me this back before. I paid a nice amount of money for a trading course that taught me how to ride the trend, which is nothing wrong with riding trends and jumping in trends. It's just, it's hard to tell if it's going to pull back. And with some of these, sometimes those pullbacks could be major, you know, and especially with crypto moves fast, you know, crypto moves fast. So it's like, you could see a 20-point swing, 30, 40, 50-point swing, well, on something like Ethereum or something like that. But even when we're talking about lower cap coins like Matic or something, it's not even all about how much the coin, it's a percentage amount. So percentage is the same thing as money amount. I don't care if the coin is 92 cents. If you lose 50%, shit, you've lost a substantial amount of money. So these are some of the things we want to look for as we're charting and things like that. So like I said, we want to just focus on our highs and lows. These are just plays we could look for. We could look for consolidation. We see this is in a box right here. We can put our highs and lows. This is how we want it right here. These lines, they're all lined up. You know, you can't tell which direction it's going to go. It's teeter-tottering over the 21. You know, and then once it breaks out, hey, we able to hop on in right here. What did it do? It pulled back to the 21. I just want to keep reiterating that 21 is the money line. We could have got in right here, rode that thing on down. What did it do right here? It reversed, it came back, it tapped that 21, came on back down to the downside again. So it always, what happens is you always have a valiant move off of the 21. And another thing is prices are always cheaper off of the pullback. Like if you're doing options or something like that, say you're in a downtrend. If you're in a downtrend right here, the contracts are going to be higher because you're in that trend. But once you get this pullback right here, you're catching those contracts super cheap. Now they've went super cheap. And then you've got in your play with super cheap contracts, and then it's right back in your direction. And now you see your delta and gamma going up because you got in such a good place, you know. So this is just some of the, like I said, we just want to get used to constantly looking for these A1 setups that we need. You know, we don't want to get faked out right here. This shows an uptrend right here. We have one strong candle that came through the body of the 21. That shows a change of direction. So that would make me feel comfortable getting in right here. You know, I would have got in right here, brought my stop loss back below it or something right here, and then just ride this thing up for whatever percentage or whatnot that we're going to go for. So one thing I am going to do with this trading view is I'm going to get with Slice and stuff because I see he uses this where he shows the percentages and things like that. So I'm going to start breaking that down a little more as well so that we could see what we would be making off of these plays, getting in at certain points and stuff like that, which I hope over here on this platform, since it kind of mirrors TradingView a little bit, that they have that same indicator that will let us chart our percentages and things of that nature. Because it's one thing to look at a money amount, but it's another thing for us to be able to spot percentages that we're going for. And that's what that fib is, has the percentages on there for us. Let's see here. While I had the charts pulled up, anybody wanting to chart anything or kind of see what any of their assets are looking like, or where it could go to or retrace to, or any type of questions or anything on here? And see, I am able to use the TradingView in I'm able to use this along with my bonds futures. If you look right here, you can, only thing about the bonds future on here is it is delayed. Even though I got a paid account, it's still delayed by 10 minutes. So since it's delayed by 10 minutes, all I do is just put it on a higher time frame. I put it on a higher time frame. That way I'm able to see what's going. I'm able to just see what's going on. And see, this was nice right here. This was, man, like I said, we're able to just, I played this the other day. I killed on this. I had it in the box. I had it a support, and I had my resistance levels and my support. And when it broke out, I got in, you know, and like I said, and I wrote it down. See, this doesn't look like much because the screen is pulled, but this right here, 157 to 155, like I said, that's 64 ticks. If you was just playing one contract at $31.25, that's $2,000. This move right here is a $2,000 move. So it's nothing for us to catch. And look, this is coming off of our, you know what I'm saying? This is coming off of our 21. We had some pullback right here. Yep, it pulled back past the 21. Since we on the hour, I bet if I went to the daily right here, this pullback would be on the hours 21. So that's why sometimes it's good to just click on the higher time frame just to see what's going on, just to kind of, you know, see like, hold on, what is, you know, what is that? You know, let me make sure that's not a reversal. Let me make sure I'm still in a good play. Damn, I lost where I was at. It's all good. Damn, I lost where I was at on there. But yeah, you just want to click on. There's nothing wrong with just going to take a peek at those higher time frames sometime just to make sure. And like I said, again, we see the same thing over and over. Hitting that 21, it's respecting that 21, and it's coming on down. It doesn't matter if we're using forex or crypto. Let me see. We put the forex. Okay, see, this is a forex chart from earlier that we did. And for this forex chart, we put the I put the 3, 7, and 21 on there. These other lines he have is the 50 and the 22. I think he uses that he put on there. But if you notice, they're playing the breakout. This black area is nighttime. I mean, the market's closed. So they're doing support level or resistance level. Whichever one, when the market opens, whichever one it breaks out. See, if you notice, this one went to the top side first before it came to the bottom side. I wouldn't have messed with that anyway until I seen it come through the 21. See, then it came back down through the 21, and I'm like, okay, this would have been my time to get in right here. And so it doesn't matter if you're looking at forex, all the rules apply. Once it came back and came through the 21, that next big candle was through the 21. It's the same rules apply, regardless if you're doing forex, crypto, bonds, futures. This is what we're looking for right here. EMAs, they kind of on top of each other and stuff. We really don't know what it's going to do. You know, it's pulled back to this 21. We know 9 times out of 10, it's going to bounce and go. Once we see this first big candle coming off this 21 like that, especially past our 3 and 7, and we see everything's in an uptrend, this is an easy call out. You know what I'm saying? This red candle came past the 21. Our next candle is a green candle above the 21, and then the next one's a full green. Oh, we in right here. We could have got in right here. We could have put our stop loss right down here. We would have got in right here. We would have never seen it come back here again. And this is forex, so I know they're playing. This is pips, and I am going to start looking. That's why I've taken these last 4 months of the year, 5 months of the year to just really hone in on DeFi, trading, just different things, so that I could just next year have one full whole year of just being tapped in versus all these different years of classes. All my last 2-3 years have been just of classes, learning stuff, so learning, putting businesses together and just research and things of that nature. I'm just ready to get to a year where we've learned this stuff, and now we just in execution mode. We got laptops open. We know all the different platforms. We know how to trade forex, pairs, crypto, bonds. It's like we just getting up on the daily and we just printing money. So I know sometimes it may feel tedious at times to hop on these different Discord meetings and stuff to learn different skill sets and see what people are talking about. But in the long run, it's going to benefit us majorly. We may not see it now, but we're going to see it here soon. We're putting this work in, the type of work that we've been putting in, what it's going to do. Again, we end up, if you look right here for the nighttime, for this night session right here, I would have seen for my pre-market, I would have been like, all right, it's nighttime. I would have seen during the night session, it hit 21 and it start coming on up. So when the market opened right here, I would have been comfortable hopping on in, especially I see my yellow right there. I see I ain't went below my yellow. I have no wicks at the bottom of my green candle. This one does, but that's just a little pullback. But I have no wicks. This telling me I'm cool to get in. We would have rolled this up as soon as the market opened right here, got all them pips, and we would have been out, done on the day. All off of TNA, all off of just simple technical analysis. Again, the market's closed. Well, that's the same one I showed. Here go this one right here. The market's closed. You can't really tell what's going on. So I wouldn't be, me personally, I wouldn't be getting in a trade just yet because I don't know what's going on. And we're going to have time periods like this right here where we're not going to be able to tell what it's doing. And that's just when you sit on your hands and you wait. What we waiting for? We waiting on a reversal. As you can see right here, the reversal started, but I wouldn't have messed with it on this day because it's too close to the market closing. So I wouldn't know what it's about to do. It could come back down this way. So this day right here on the 11th looks like a day that I wouldn't have traded forex. There's no clear indication of what's going on. By the time it is some clear indication of what's going on, the market's about to close and it's pulling back on me. It's too I really can't tell what's going on, But for a lot of these other days, like this right here, this day right here, it didn't pull back to the 21, but it didn't need to because I seen it already touch the 21. I seen it already touch the 21 pre-market, and I see it bouncing off the 7. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with knowing that this is a good play, especially when I see it above the red. Anytime we just see it on the red riding up, we have nothing to worry about. We see it like this, just riding the red, the 3. Man, we good to go. You see it didn't even pull back to the 7. These plays like this is what we want right here, where we just see how we could have been in our box right here, pre-market. We would have boxed off our support resistance level. We would have boxed off our support level. We would have had a line up right here. We would have had a line down here. When the market opened, it still was in the box. It was still in the box. We see our 21. We would have seen it tap this 21, and we would have seen it break out of our box right here. Oh, we in. We would have rolled this bad boy up. We would have been looking at our charts while we riding it up. We see no signs of needing to get out or do anything. It's not like how, like you seen ETH did, it pulled back some where it was like, okay, where it's going. This is just a clear, well, that's nighttime again, but we would have just been able to ride this up for the daytime, got our bread. This would have been a clean move that day. This is what got me thinking about starting it. That's why I said I want to get to looking at this Forex too, because I'm glad that brother got on here and showed how to set this chart up because it makes it easy. We see when it's nighttime. We see when it's daytime. You know what I'm saying? So all we have to do is do our pre-market analysis, box